So I am from Weber Shandwick. Weber Shandwick is a PR company. We get some people when they come to us, they want to change what they look like online, and everyone starts out great. It's very exciting. We want to make a good website. Yes, it's going to be fantastic. It'll be the best website ever. We start by laughing at their old website, how bad it was, how much we're going to change it, make it awesome, and then we build them something beautiful. And everyone's happy, except for some small changes that they want to make, which eventually become big changes. Like, it doesn't quite feel right. I still am not sure how to design a website based on someone's feelings, but we get this one a lot. Then they get their family and their friends involved, their colleagues all want to have input, their mothers tell us they should have more pink. And eventually you end up with a terrible website that looks like this. So my first message to you, since only one of you is a web designer, is don't try to be a web designer. It's very important that you understand what is a good website, but you don't have to try and be a web designer. This is AirAsia. They're a very, very good award-winning website. What is their objectives for AirAsia? Could anyone tell me? Sell flights, that's their objective, is they want to sell flights. What is the user's objective? They want to buy flights, that's very good. The user's objective, the needs of the user, and the website objectives are very similar. The next thing we talk to our clients about is the functional requirement. What do you need your website to do to meet the objectives? This is not what it should look like. Sometimes people say, we want a website, we want it to be blue. That doesn't help me sell airlines or sell tickets or sell hotels. So for example, this is what a website or an object might look like. When our clients say, oh, we want you to build us something, it should be hard, it needs to vibrate, it should be made of plastic, kept next to your bed at night. What do you think that might be? These are not functional requirements, they're a description. This is a functional requirement. So all of these things, they describe this, but what it really needs to do is make calls. So what should your website be able to do? The next thing is, what should be on your website? What's the content requirement? You've got a lot of information that you need to present, a lot of information the user wants to know. Your job is to make it as easy as possible for them to see everything they want to know. And the fourth is the design. So web designers usually speak in 3 different layers. You talk about the structure of the website, the appearance, and the behavior. So structure is how it's organized. The appearance is what color it is, what it looks like. And the behavior is what it can do. So all of these languages do different things. That's why a web designer has these 3 languages. So start with the first one of these 3, the structure. The structure is supposed to be simple. Don't make it difficult for people using your website to find what they need. Don't make them think. It should be nice and simple, laid out easily like this. If you're concerned that maybe your website content is not structured very well, or you want to check, one test you can do is write down the title of every web page, every different page on your website, and then write them on a card, and then get your colleagues to put the cards in different piles. So which ones are about pricing, which ones are about the hotel quality, and then if they're in the same piles as they're organized on your website, you've done a good job. You need to worry about how your pages are organized, but also how the information is organized on your page. So what we've discovered in web design is that people tend to read in an F structure, an F pattern. So as you can see, this is a heat map of where people's eyes are looking on your website. They tend to read down and across. So people read in an F shape. So all your information should be organized in a way that caters to this. Don't put really important stuff on the right-hand side. People don't look at it. They read down and across from the left. Another important aspect of organizing information is to put it in a grid shape. So this is a really good example. Everything lines up nicely in lines, both vertically and horizontally. This is my company website, Weber Shandwick website. You can see how it's all organized in nice vertical lines and also horizontal lines. Everything lines up. So if you go and have a look at your website and some things don't line up perfectly, try and get them all to sit in a grid shape. The second most important thing, you should have a call to action button. Don't make the users click anywhere. You want them to be driving in one direction. This is why you have a call to action button. Something really, really obvious. Here's a few examples of a call to action button. This is the BlackBerry website. What color is the call to action button? Sorry? Blue. It's the most important thing. Your eyes go straight to it. What about this one? Where's the call to action button? What color? Red. And what is it for? Searching flights, if you can't see it. So what Qantas wants everyone to do is search for flights. Very, very clear what they want the user to do. It's as simple as possible. Apple, they always do good design. What color is their call to action button? Blue. They want everyone that visits this page to download iTunes. So try and make it as easy as possible for your user to go in one direction. Okay, so we've gone over structure, the structure of your page. This is what your page should look like. You can't make everyone happy when you're doing appearance. Everyone's got different colors that they like, whatever. You have a brand. You all represent a brand, and all you have to do in your design and your appearance is make sure that your website text, the colors and the shapes all fit your brand. And the last point for design is behavior. What should your website do? It's important to keep this as simple as possible. Don't reinvent the wheel. We have some clients that come in, they want their website to do everything. It's going to be dancing and singing. People don't really want dancing and singing websites, they just want to buy stuff. So all your behavior should be is nice drop-down boxes like this. The behavior should be, if I click something, it goes somewhere. You don't need to make your website sing and dance. Now this is a note about Flash. A lot of times I get clients that really want to use Flash. I hate Flash. There's some reasons why. It's terrible on iOS. If you've got an Apple device, most Apple devices don't like Flash. It's terrible on mobile. A lot of mobile phones, if someone's trying to access your website on a mobile phone, it won't play the Flash. It messes with your SEO. So search engines don't like Flash. So if your whole website is in Flash, it's going to be very hard for you to rank highly. It's not very accessible, so if it crashes your whole website often. If you're using HTML5 and something crashes, the website will still work usually. And it doesn't degrade well. So once one thing goes wrong, your whole Flash presentation is dead. So if you have a choice, please don't use Flash. HTML5, the new coding language, is excellent and has a lot of the same capabilities as Flash does. So if you want your website to do cool stuff, try and get your web designer to do it in HTML5 rather than Flash. So this is all you need to know. The structure, the appearance, and the behavior all contribute to your user experience. But how do you know if your website is good? There's two tests that you can do. One is a user experience check. So what research has discovered is that if you get just 5 users to check your website, you'll find 80% of the problems. The second thing you can do is check your SEO. Now, some people think SEO is this magical thing that involves meta tags and people speak in SEO language. SEO today just means that you've got a really good website that people want to link to, visit often, and share with their friends. So if you've got a website that's fantastic, you don't need to worry about SEO because people will find your website and they'll go to it and they'll share it with their friends. How can you check your SEO? There's a few different resources online, but my favorite is Nibbler. If you go to Nibbler and put in your website URL, it will tell you how good your SEO is on all different scales. So how accessible is it? How good is the technology? How highly does it rank? It will tell you everything you need to know about your website. So this is a good place to start. So that's all I had to say. That's how to make a website good and how to check if it's good. If you've got any more questions, please, I love talking about websites, so just shoot me an email. I'm at jaydelovell@webershandwick.com. Thank you so much.